So here's a vintage story. The last time I played, I had 10 minutes that I was not recording, and something quite interesting was discovered. So I will go through that real quick. The long and the short is, the survival handbook mentioned the wooden pan that we had is a good way to get early copper if you're unable to find it in the overworld. And if you don't recall, we went out on 2 or 3 little branching routes to try to find copper and kind of came back empty-handed. So in those 10 minutes, I took the pan and I went into the forest over there to the little gravel puddle and got 14 nuggets within those 10 minutes. So that was quite the tip that it gave us. And more importantly, I believe it means we have exactly 40 nuggets here. So our Crucible adventure can begin after I do a little bit of inventory management and water these very sad little plants. So we will do that. Get rid of our rocks here. And I believe we have a few other things that are kind of new. The quartz isn't new. I am picking it up instead of placing it down. UI is still hard for me. Blue clay, I didn't realize I picked that up. Nugget and a flint. So those are the things that I appear to have gotten from that little adventure along with the 40 nuggets. Not exactly sure where I'm going to put those. Aside from the flint, it's an obvious one here. I'm not sure if I can... I might be able to stack the nugget. Everything else, I'm not so sure. I also picked up this little piece of granite gravel because I wanted to know if I could pick up the gravel. Because my thought process there, and I think I mentioned it last time, is if I could get like 1 square of water somewhere and build a little house around it and just fill it with gravel, that seems like a really good thing to do during the nighttime instead of crafting clay or hitting flint rocks. You can just pan away for some nuggies, some cheeky nuggies. Let's see if I can put this on the ground. Perfect, wonderful. So I'll have to figure out where to put my blue clay and my gravel in the meantime. Because as much as I have... you know what? This has 21 red clay, so we'll put the red clay in there. We'll take these out and make some arrows with them and keep them in our pocket, which means that this can stay in here. That seems like a good compromise. I'm gonna need a lot more sticks, unfortunately. So let's see here. Get these arrows going. 1 more stick. Should have known. Alright, so that's the inventory handled for now. Let us water our little planties. Oh, these are very grumpy turnips. Hopefully they are able to not explode like our other ones did. Our other turnips definitely exploded. They were all dead from the heat. Apparently not a summer crop. I do like that it tells us the moisture level in like a very linear version, like it's numbers, right? It's hard to argue the numbers, but it also gives us little colors for at a glance. It also seems to respond quite well to just like 1 click. Alright, I think everything is mostly happy now. I didn't actually look if anything was mature. No, it also is growing. I do appear to have some empty slots, so let us plant something real quick here. Not the turnips, and probably not the spelt. Which ones grow the fastest? The carrots. So let's give the carrots a chance here. It also conveniently comes in a pack of 3, which is the perfect amount for 3 empty spots. And let me put my watering can back down. Alright. So today, I'm gonna have to figure out smelting. Although I'm thinking I probably need to do the anvil first, right? I can't just I don't even know. Let's see what it suggests. Early Copper Age. Find 40 nuggets. Also find them in panning. Acquire charcoal. Oh, do I need charcoal? Smelt the copper on a fire pit. Into the pickaxe and hammer mold. Okay, so it wants us to do the pickaxe and hammer first. At least it's suggesting that we do. And then the anvil is for later stuff for saws. Okay, I do want to get this for the saw, but it sounds like it's a really good idea to do these first so that we can get more copper. So we'll come in here and use our old fireplace here. Well, I'm going to try it with firewood first, just because we have a lot. If we need to get some charcoal, then I guess I will get some charcoal. But if I don't have to, then that's kind of nice too, you know? Alright, let us put our little nuggies in. We'll create 200 units of copper. Not sure what 200 units means. It seems like a lot. Let's find out. Alright, let's see. Smelting temperature, 1084. Burn temperature, 700. Oh, so that's probably why it tells us that we need charcoal. Alright, well, we'll let that try. It'll do its best. And in the meantime, let's figure out a charcoal pit. Gonna break my knife on clearing out some of this. How big do I need a charcoal pit? Would it work like a 3x3 here? I don't want to take up too much space, but having it all kind of relatively close to me still would be nice as well. Do I have a shovel? I do. I do have a shovel. Alright. So before we start, let us look at the charcoal crafting mechanic. Your pit can be any dimensions. Okay, 2x2x2 is fine to start with. Wonderful. That was kind of what I was thinking. I didn't fully process what I was reading there, so hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me. So it says 2x2x2, so that is a 2x2x1. However, I also want a way to like walk into it, so I'll just do one more. And this will be our little charcoal pit. However, next question. Does it need to be not low fertility soil? Charcoal. That's not what I wanted to click on. Okay, charcoal. There we go. Once you have gathered enough firewood, dig a pit. Yada 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 yada. Make sure entirely airtight non-combustible blocks. Fill your pit with firewood and make sure you leave no empty blocks. Okay. So, just in case, I am going to dig it out a little bit further and use our more compact dirt, just so it doesn't start growing any grass on it. Because I'm pretty sure if it grows grass, it's gonna catch on fire. So, might not need to do this. But I can always, I don't know, I can always dig it back up. So here's the one layer, which I guess I can do over there as well. Yeah, see, the grass is already growing on the stuff that I dug out here. It's crazy. It's a low fertility, but it's actually quite fertile. So, one there, and then we'll just do all of these along here as well. These guys need to go. I don't think the grass will actually grow on some of these, but again, better safe than sorry. And I got the blocks, so we will use them. Why can't I fall in this hole? Alright, almost done. My shovel is also almost broken. Wonderful. Behold the charcoal pin. Charcoal pit. Not the charcoal pen. And then we can kind of like block it off this way. And I'll cover it. Kind of looks like a tomb, huh? Is this where my next cellar will be? Alright. Moving on. We will get our charcoal thingy back up. Okay. Non-combustible blocks. Fill your pit with complete stacks of firewood. Make sure you leave no empty blocks. Any air pockets will light on fire, and your firewood will burn to ash. Oh no. Cover the filled pit completely, but leave the top of a single stack of firewood exposed to air. Okay, so I almost needed to not have a way to go inside, I guess. So let's put my pan away and steal a bunch of the firewood here. I have to read the instructions on how to pick it up. Alright, so we will stack this. I am out of firewood. Something is telling me I'm going to need a lot of firewood. Maybe I shouldn't have done a 2x2x2. So that's 1 block. It's 2 blocks. I am out of firewood. Here's 3 blocks. And here's 4 blocks. This is a 1x1. Do I need more fire? I think I need more firewood, right? Because it did say... Take up a pit, your charcoal pick me any dimensions up to 11x11, though 2x2x2 should be fine to start with. What about a 2x1? Can I do a 2x1? I don't know if I want to sacrifice this much. You know what? It's fine. We'll chop down some trees. Okay. So, where is the axe that it will be sacrificed to the tree gods today? Here it is. And I'm going to sacrifice this oak in the name of the greater good. Surely it will just grow back. So we'll break this axe probably on just the leaves, trying to get some sticks. I'm starting to think that maybe building a little thing to reach is not a terrible idea. So all the leaves are at the top of this oak rather than down below. And I did have to build quite the ladder to get to the top of the other oak the first time. However, I kind of chopped that one down in stages. This one I would like to just go ahead and sacrifice all the axes to get them down. Get it down all at once. So build our little thing here. Get our axe back out. Trying to aim for the blocks that kind of look like they have sticks in them, but honestly, I have more trouble seeing the oak ones than I do some of the other trees. So I wind up just kind of flailing wildly at it. There it goes, okay. That one's dead, so that will just be the sticks that we get from this one. And I might go ahead and break the shovel on getting these back. Just to save some time. Yeah, there it goes. So we'll punch this one out. Takes a little bit longer by punching it. Alright, so these next 2 axes will probably also break on the mighty oak. And then I'll have to refill my axes. But perhaps this will be expedited by some newfound copper. So I must burn the tree in order to copperify. I don't know where I was going with that. It'd be interesting if they had some chopping mechanics where you needed to chop it from certain spots. So there is definitely an art to tree chopping. More than just kind of hitting it in one spot for a very long time. It almost looks like my axe... Oh. I was going to say it looks like my durability isn't going down, but in fact it was just so low that it was about to explode. Alright, so I think I got enough. I might not need to completely remove that quite yet. So let us get a... First of all, let us stack up these sticks. Since I can do that. And then we can get another axe for the mighty oak. Except the pieces of the mighty oak. And there it goes. So one stack of logs gets us 2 stacks of firewood. It's pretty good. I'm actually going to do this semi stack. And then I think this should give us what we need. Oh, I did get an acorn. I should plant that. Alright, here we go. Almost done. Alright, so now it wants us to cover up our stairs. And then it wanted to have no air holes except for 1. I think. Let me stack this up real quick. May as well stack up our other 2. Okay. Now, charcoal burning. Fill your pit with complete stacks of firewood. Done. Leave no empty blocks. Believe that's done. Cover the filled pit completely, but leave the top of a single stack exposed to air. Using 4 dried grass and... Oh, 4 dried grass, convenient, and some more firewood. I think it wants us to build a fire pit. Yes. Build a fire pit on the top and light it. Quickly cover it up with solid blocks to seal the pit. Okay, so we were putting a fire on it. Thought it said I needed 4, but I think that's this. We will light this. Wait, hang on. This doesn't seem right. This seems right. Okay, we will light this. And then we want to 28 in-game minutes before the pile ignites. Make sure it's not exposed to air. Okay. Is it like that? Did he do it? I'm just going to cover these up just in case. It literally is a tomb. Kind of want to cover the rest for aesthetics, but we'll leave it like that for now. I can't actually see the fire pit, but I don't hear any burning sounds. I also don't see any smoke, though. Charcoal. Quickly, you have 30 in-game minutes to cover it up with solid blocks. If it begins smoking peacefully, you will be rewarded with charcoal in less than an in-game day. Okay, how do I tell when it's finished? I'll just have to come back to it another day. So, inventory management. Get rid of our dried grass. We will plant our little acorn. Right here, perhaps? And where is the sun? It's about to go down, isn't it? Ah, yes, it's over there. Which means I'm going to need something to do at night, so I should pick up the flint in here. So I broke a few tools. I should... What else should I do? 3 axes at least. Do I have clay? I don't think so. 21. 21 clay is not really having clay. I will take these with me. We will make our way over to the other hidey hole, which has the food in it. That's why I'm coming over here. Realistically, I probably want to go to the one with the bed in case I want to skip forward. But, yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm going to pick up the bed from the box. There's no reason not to. And just have it as an option in both places. Have these always been here? I'll have to pick those up. Where is the hay bed? There it is. Don't ask me why I made so many of those, because I'm not entirely sure. So now if I make my tools and it's still like swarming with spiders and other evil baddies out here, we can just skip ahead. So let us mentally think about what's happening here. I should probably make food and put the torch in my left hand so that I can see what I'm doing as the day disintegrates. We'll let ourselves into the cellar. Seal it back up for now. And I'm thinking, until I kind of have this place more refined, more filled out, the bed can just be down here. We'll suffocate in the dirt for now. So let's see. We have some fish and spelt flax porridge, but then empty ceramic. Do I have any more spelt and flax that I could use? No, I only have rye, so I'd be making a completely different porridge, which I believe means I would be making like they can't go into the same truck. They'd have to go into this one, which is okay. Do I want to eat this? I think I want to eat the red currants, but I might cook them as well. So let's take all of our food. No, maybe not all of our food. Let me think about this. I think I'll just take these and the perhaps trying to think about what I could actually make, and I'm not sure that I have anything that great. To be fair, I looked at the recipes maybe once or twice and absorbed only part of the information. Right. So I have 2 turnips, and if I add 2 more, I'll make 2 servings of turnip soup. So I should make as much as I can, perhaps 4 servings of turnip stew. Along with, I did something to split these stacks last time that wasn't just right click. I think I was holding control. Yeah, okay. No matching recipe found. What if I do this? No, so the red currants just don't work. What about the carrots? Perfect. Okay, so we can do turnip carrot stew with boiled rice rind cap. They're all kind of vegetables, though. Is that going to be a problem? Does that make sense? Should I do rye grain? These things are making noises behind me. I'm just going to pretend they are not there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Okay, so I can't do that. All right. Well, that's fine. I will settle for my vegetables. Gotta always eat your veggies. Hello? Kind of like that I can see through the gate. All right, let's pick up some firewood. Get this cooking. Ah, yes. Once again, I'm trying to light the fire with the torch in my left hand. It makes sense to me to be able to do that, but... Alright, don't actually need the torch out because we have a fire. And let us get on with creating our axe in the meantime. So we need at least 3 more to replace the ones that we broke. There's 1. And here is the second one. Can they see me, or do they just like making noises? Here is the third one. Now, what else did I break? I broke a shovel. Although, I made a lot of extra shovels by accident, so maybe I shouldn't be making another. And then... just made some arrows. I think we're good for now. My knife is almost broken. So is my spear. But I think I have those. In fact, maybe... Hello, would anybody like to get poked in the face? Come here. What about if I open this one? I can't close these very quickly, so I'm trying not to like do anything too dangerous. I don't actually know how many there are. Oh, there we go. Come back. Turn my back at the wrong time. Here we go. Oh, you can hit me through that. Okay, well, noted. He could hit me and I could not hit him, so I think the better thing to do is just go outside and actually fight them, if you want to do that. What do we got here? Dark brown ceramic pot of vegetable stew. 550 saturates. Did I bring a pot up? I did not. Right, let us procure our stuff. I think I only have 1 container down here to use, so I'll only cook the 1 meal. Which means the rest of this can go back. Actually, I'm going to eat these, because they're only good for 13 hours anyway. And I would like this crock pot. Put our food in here. Bring it back down. Place it with its friends. Now, I guess I'll seal that up, even though the fire is still running. Could have saved some firewood, I guess. But not a big deal. And make our axes for the tool shed. Replenish our shovel. Now what? Because I need to eat before I start squeaking. Oh no. Didn't mean to do that. I started appealing the whole place just because I was eating. Alright, we'll put this back. What do we got here? So I am still hungry. Actually, it seems to be easier to look at them if they're all in 1 square. There we go. 4 servings of spelt flax porridge. Fresh for 16 days. So the spelt flax is good for 2 weeks. One of these doesn't have the freshness on it still. It's one of the boiled red wine cap. Wonder if that's like a mechanic of the boiled red wine cap. So it doesn't spoil. Might have to investigate that. "14 days. And these are a little bit longer. So I should eat this one next. But for now, let's check the time. Midnight, yeah, so we should sleep. Let's see what happens. We are at 5 in the morning. 7 in the morning. Our food meter is almost gone, so we will eat this meal. Provide ourselves a bowl. Alright. So theoretically, the charcoal should be ready. This is still on fire. Put this back on. What is the noise out here? Is it just the wind? Whoop. Forgot about my friends that I have to clear out. Let's see if we can break our crappy bow. Is he perished? He's perished. Let's shoot this block. Don't think there's any other friends out here. It's just this guy. He should give us a little arrow. I do like the wind. It's very cool. Eat our berry since the meal was not quite enough, apparently. Is that all berries in front of me, or is that cattails? Oh, it's a cinnamon. No, it's a cattails, okay. Huh. For some reason, they looked very red. Those also look very red. Am I just seeing red today? I'm just seeing red today. Alright. I'm hoping to be able to see orange today, some copper. So, let's see. It looks like it's still smoking, so should I leave it? I guess I should leave it. Figured it'd be done, but perhaps not. Oh, these look like they're ready. These are the first turnips that we actually get that didn't die. We had the other ones die. Interestingly, I think I got more. Hang on, I don't have enough inventories for all this. I was gonna say I got more last time, but it might just be that it didn't pick them all up. Right, get rid of the axes for the mighty oaks. Now we should be able to pick up our turnips. How many turnips did I get? 8. That's alright. It's definitely more than we got from our dead ones. So, I'm not entirely sure why I brought the bowl over here with me. I think I can leave it over here. In fact, let's just go ahead and leave it on the ground. And I should collect these. Is there a way to get rid of these things? Oh, my gear did not like that. Noted. Did I get a debuff or anything? What was I doing? I got distracted. Should manage the inventory, first of all. So put our bow and arrow with the bow and arrow. Put our oak logs with the oak logs. Is this a full stack? I guess so. Put our flint with the flint. And do I actually want to chop these, actually? I may want to do that, because I currently have an empty row here. And I may need a constant stack for... Why is that planted? For the fire pit. And by the fire pit, I mean the charcoal pit. This thing. It needed a 4 for... No, I needed all of it, right? Because it was a 2x2. So we actually need a bigger stack of firewood than even this. Like, to me, this seemed like a lot, but an 11 by 11 would be an absolutely massive charcoal kiln. All right. Put our seeds in here as well. There it goes. Our sticks. Turn them to the pile. Anything else I think we're keeping for now. And we can go ahead and break this axe on this oak. There it goes. So we got 1 block out of that. Don't know if that was worth it, but slowly but surely we'll get the oak removed. Did I fire anything? I did. Ah, yes, of course. What did I just fall on? The hammer mold. So it wanted us to do the pickaxe and the hammer. As for these are for the cellar. So you can make more food and store more food. So I guess I will go place them as well. Or at least place them outside so they're ready to be brought inside. That's 1. That's 2. Now the storage vessel I think I'll have to break to bring inside. But that's okay. So I have learned that I can do that without damaging anything. Let us check on our random little vegetable friends. Growing. Nothing new here. And I marked something here, but it doesn't appear to be here anymore. Do you want to just continue to run around and grab stuff while I can? You know what? These are a little bit far. I'm going to bring them closer. Along with these guys. Did I do that? Did I do that? Okay. I'm gonna use the axe. So I don't mess up this time. I didn't get the berries. That was a mistake. Alright, lesson learned. Do not use the axe. Yeah, not entirely sure where I'm going. Because I was... Oh yeah, we should check on the crucible. Because I might not even need the charcoal. Get all these berry bushes. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I just ate the firewood and did nothing, so... The smelting temperature is, in fact, the indicator that you need charcoal. I'm gonna put these outside. Because I'm not really coming back here. This is full, isn't it? It wasn't. Okay. Are any of these... No, none of these have anything. Why did this spawn here? You would like berry bushes? Growing flax, mature flax. Has this always been here? Hidden behind the... Awkward, but Understandable. Copper. So many berries. So there's just a copper node sitting like right beside my base. And I wandered forever trying to find copper. And never saw that one. A little bit awkward. Okay, I think I have collected all the berries that I can kind of see in my immediate vicinity here. Aside from these ones. These ones will flower soon. 2 days. Wow, these are big. Oh, it's just 2 granite. Well, that's a lot of granite. That's what I want to find for the copper. Just like, does this exist for copper? Probably does. Make our way through here. What is this? Granite sand? Oh, a bunny. I scared him away. Didn't mean to throw my spear. Oh. That would have been quite the fall. I think I'm being shot at as well, so I'll just return this direction so I don't get too lost. Oh, puppy. I've angered the puppy. Alright, we're gonna take the dog for a walk. And kind of see what we can just find along here. I think this is the area I kind of explored before, because these little tower things look familiar. Lots of wildlife. Oh, look. Do I want to bring these with me? I don't think I have inventory space, so maybe not. Let's go check on the charcoal pit, because that was the object of today. I wanted to... There's so much of this, whatever this is. These flowers. I wanted to make the copper if we could. So, gather our last little bits of meal here and work our way back. As long as they don't fall into a hole anywhere. Put a little mushroom on the marker map. There's a lot of bushes though. I don't know if I'll find all those nodes necessarily. More bunnies. Lots of flowers, lots of grass. Oh, more berries. Alright. Probably won't need to eat a meal today. I can sustain myself off these berries. So let's see what's going on with the charcoal. Okay, don't see smoke. This might be a good sign. Eat these berries so that I can get some space. Get rid of my 2 little chicken nuggies that we found. And let us see. That does look like charcoal. That sounds like charcoal. And it's kind of like the panning where it kind of goes down layer by layer. That's kind of satisfying. Just in the charcoal pit, sticking it up. mean to pull that little layer out, so let me place it back. So I think these are 8 layers exactly like the panning. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so the first one I had carved a little bit out of already. I guess this will be the way out. So we can refill this. How do I want to go about getting it refilled? I guess this makes sense because I've got my, I'll do it right here. So this can be our stairway in. We'll refill it. And then we just top it up. All right, so now that we have charcoal, let's try this copper one more time. What does it say? When ground turns into powdered charcoal, burn temperature is higher than the copper. And the duration is 40 seconds. There also appears to be a dye associated to it. So I'm going to try and remember the duration as 40 seconds. And let me take a look at the firewood real quick. 24. So it's just better in every way. There's no reason to be burning firewood over charcoal. Which makes sense. So I should probably be replacing the firewood with charcoal. I want to steal one of these pieces so that I can find out if I can stack it. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to replace all of the firewood in the cooking area with charcoal at some point. Oh, look at that. It's heating up. That's kind of cool. I should leave this open. I guess it's indicating that the smelt temperature is achieved by this bright color. And then the arrow is actually progressing. It's getting hot. I guess it'll climb up until 1,300. We've used 1 charcoal so far. 20 pieces smelt into 1 copper ingot, and we have 5 units of copper. This is a 5 units. How does that work with the create 200 units of copper up here? So 2 ingots mean each ingot is 100 units of copper, perhaps? Almost done. There we go. Dark brown ceramic crucible. Bakes into 1 dark... I don't know what that means. I'm going to steal the charcoal from here because we don't need it to be hot anymore. And I'm pretty sure this is what the tongs are for. I almost put it in my inventory, but... Alright. Let's pick up the crucible. How do I guess I do just put it in my inventory, don't I? I don't really have inventory space. So I'll throw that on the ground for now. Okay, it's fine. Oh. Yep. Okay. I don't understand. Do I not have the tongs? Did I just throw the tongs away? I'm so confused. Okay, well, first of all, let us place these so they stop going into my inventory. Pick the tongs up that I placed on the ground somehow. How do I use the tongs? Hold these in your offhand. Oh. Okay. Instructions are very important to follow. This is a prospecting pick, and it wants me to do pickaxe. So shift pour. Very nice. And it did want me to do this as well, so yeah, that's it. We're done. So we need more. More copper already. We'll leave this here. This can be the smelting area, I suppose. Now, what do I do with this? It's just cooling off, I guess. Unpause this. Smelting guide. Before you begin, tool molds, pickaxe and hammer, pair of tongs. Oh, even the instructions told me to put them in the offhand. All right. Very good at reading. Place it in the crucible, heat it up. Place any amount of ore nuggets in the crucible. Okay, so we could get more. The longer the process will take. Most molds require 100 units to be completed. Whoa. Hello, where are you coming from? Let's get my bow out. He's just... Oh, this bow is... something. Come back. I will not handle your... He's just gone. Okay. This bow is crazy. Am I holding two bows? Oh, it's the tongs. Okay, that's more normal. I thought that was just the animation of the bow, and I was going to be very upset about it. This is cooling down, but it looks like it's still way too hot. So I'm going to go back to reading what I was reading. So where was it? Smelting guide. The molten metal will be very hot. After your item is cooled to below 200 degrees, you can take it out of your cast items. 200 degrees still seems pretty hot to hold on to. But congratulations, you are now a master metallurgist. Wow, hooray. Arms up in the air celebrating. Smelting high melting point ores. Some ores, such as quartz, have a high melting point that cannot be reached using a simple crucible. Oh, so we need to like upgrade our crucible into the bloomery in the chimney, which takes whatever this stuff is. We'll deal with that when we deal with it. This is definitely still too hot to hold. Thinking, while it cools down and there's not a lot of daylight left, but maybe we can sneak in some coal, or not coal, some clay. I don't know what I'll make with the clay yet, but the kiln is just kind of sitting there waiting, you know? What's that? What's this strange looking thing? Mature rye. Do you want that? Come over here and begin destroying some of this clay that I don't have inventories for. I didn't think this through at all. I'm wasting the daylight like this. All right, well, we'll drop off the food real quick. And I might just leave this open because I'll probably come back right away. Shift click, shift click. What else do we got? Right? You know what? Actually, just in case. Better safe than sorry. Can I get any clay before I have to give up? You know what? I'm going to do the clay another time. Executive decision. Where is our... Here we are, our Bush Empire. Put our seeds in here. Has our stuff cooled off? No. Well, in that case, I will light this area up a little bit. And hopefully those guys will stay away for a little bit. Long enough for... Wow, there's just so many. I do want to investigate at least the tool that we have created. And then we'll come back. And perhaps use those tools. What is... Is that the spider? Is he standing up? Oh, it's creepy. I had more seats. I had some seats to put away. Whoa, hello. Come to play, have you? Throw your rock at me. Ooh. Where did that arrow come from? Is it just the one? No, there's definitely more than one. Alright, well I guess we're doing this right now. Might be too dangerous to be hanging out here. Yeah, there's too many. Okay, I see him there in the bushes. So I'll tell you what is the current time? We will hit this button. See how it goes. What time is it now? 4 a.m.? They might still be out here, but... Yeah, the bow is still out there. Oh, these guys are still out here. They should be on their way out, though. Let's check. These are ready to work with. Chase our little friends off of the homestead, as it were. That bow guy is still chasing us down. Oh, there's two bow guys. I think we're gonna have to get rid of them. So we will just continue to strafe their arrows while shooting our arrows. One more, I think, should do it for him. Great. Alright. Let us harvest our friends and collect what arrows I can. Got some flax off that one, that's kind of nice. And there was one more, right? We had a little guy over here. He's never gave anything, yeah. Alright. Take work item. And take work item. Copper hammerhead. Do we just put them like this with some sticks? Probably, yeah, okay, copper and hammer. Wonderful. Okay. Progress. Behold the copper pickaxe. Well, that is a good place to leave off then. We will actually hang on. We will take our shovel and let's investigate this one little tiny node that I found right here. I think it was right here. Let's go down. And how far down do we have to go before we discover the node itself? This is a lot of dirt. Here's the grill. Have I been bamboozled? I may have been bamboozled. Alright, we will come back. I'll get myself out of this hole, and we will try to find some copper next time. Some big sources of copper. Very exciting stuff. See you next time.